Welcome everyone to Wrestling Showdown here, as always, on the W3L network. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, and do so if you haven't. One button click and you'll never miss an episode of Wrestling Showdown. And what a weekend this has been. Live events, the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm back in W3L, all sorts going on. Thank you so much for coming out to see us. If you didn't come out to see us, well, shame on you. But there are live events in the not too distant future where you can come out and see us. If you did see us, I trust you enjoyed yourself. Thank you, of course. Go to Crafty Connoisseur, who are sponsoring every W3L event of 2020. Thank you so much to them. Get in touch with them, show them some love, tell them that W3L says hello. And of course, if you or somebody you know want to sponsor an event, one of our upcoming events in April or further on than that, get in touch. We'll tell you how you can make that happen. So again, live events on the horizon. I'll tell you more about them in due course, but let's have some wrestling. So if you've not had enough this weekend, we're going to have a singles contest. Somebody you saw in action this weekend is the very good Mr. Euan G. Mackie. We last saw him challenging for the Tag Team Championship, but now it's a solo endeavour. He's going to have his hands full against man. We'll be seeing a fair bit of now and again here in Wrestling Showdown. I'm talking about KJ Nitro. What's going to happen when these two men meet one-on-one Wrestling Showdown? Let's get into ringside and find out.
Well, folks, let me introduce to you, first of all, coming from the corner to my right, this is KJ Nitro. And opposing him, Euan G. Mackie. One fall will decide the contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce, with Wrestling Showdown. We have singles action for you. You of course will know the man in black and green. He is the very good Mr. Euan G. Mackie. We last saw him 2 weeks ago right here on Wrestling Showdown, challenging for the Tag Team Championship. Opposing him in the blue tights is KJ Nitro. His last match on Wrestling Showdown, that's the end of October, and he challenged for the Breakout Championship. However, he was actually supposed to be appearing on Showdown in the very first episode of this year. Mackie just throwing his ring attire at the legendary John Short. Good to get the bell there. So yeah, KJ Nitro was supposed to be in the first episode of Wrestling Showdown this year in the tournament for the then vacant Breakout Championship, as I'm sure you remember. His match with Darryl still didn't go ahead because Craig Stevens attacked KJ Nitro backstage and gave him a mild concussion. Of course, the Breakout management said that it was probably best for all concerned that he didn't compete. Yeah, I remember saying that right, Stevens versus Costello in the system. So KJ Nitro's not been on Showdown since then. He's been slightly annoyed, he's wanting to get back on his winning ways, as does Mackie as well. And here has the crowd firmly on his side. So strange even now to see it. They talk about wrestling going in cycles, and Mackie's absolute proof of that. There he was with the most popular W3L stars way back in the early days, around sort of 2007 thereabouts. And then he became one of the most despised and distrusted members of the roster, and now the crowd absolutely love him again. It's a strange thing to see, but he has certainly gone with it. He's blossomed. He's arguably the best physical shape he's ever been in. He's wrestling better than ever. Though KJ Nitro no slouch, Mackie grounded for a fair bit of time in that side headlock, and Mackie reversing it. Other stylish as well. There's the experience and the skill that Mackie brings to the table. Experience over KJ Nitro. Largely to try to fire him at the ropes, but Mackie held on with that side headlock. Well, Nitro's got this thing. In Mackie's last singles match here in Showdown was the end of October against Christopher Saint. As I mentioned, he challenged for the Tag Team Championship 2 weeks ago against TJ Rage and Krieger, but I'm sure as you saw, the match went to the time limit draw. Mackie and Bryden could not be defeated by Rage and Krieger. That's not knocking the champions in any way, but they were unable to defeat Mackie, who took the bulk of the punishment in that match. Everything they did, he kicked out, he kept coming back. And the match went to a draw, and I don't know if we'll be possibly seeing a rematch in the future. Who can say? He's trapped in this. And there's a unique way of getting out of it. Breaks out of the waist lock by just kissing KJ Nitro. Oh, I guess it works for him right enough. Nitro not best pleased with that. Mackie changing direction. And Mackie avoiding every strike. There's a Casadora right in the Bulldog. And KJ Nitro gets a face full of canvas after getting a face full of Mackie. I'm not sure which you would prefer, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm sure Nitro would much prefer the soft lips of Mackie than the rough canvas of the W3L ring. Just regaining his composure on the floor here. Mackie charging it. Oh, Nitro ducks out the way. Mackie going for him again. So it's a great thing about Mackie, because he spent so long breaking rules, he knows exactly what the kind of things Nitro might attempt, and he knows to bend a bit. He's got a big playful streak as the very biggest in UG Mackie, so it makes him so dangerous because he does things his own way. He doesn't follow, dare I say, strict wrestling convention. Dragging Nitro around ringside. I'll let the fans get a shot. This could technically be classed as a disqualification, I suppose, but I guess it's being allowed. KJ Nitro should not be undersold. He's had some strong performances here in W3L. Time for the Breakaway Championship. Efforts Fight for Life back on Boxing Day. We saw him challenging for the Tag Team Championship. Also facing Raging Rider. He and Brian Frank becoming a makeshift team. And for all the fact that it was their first ever match together, they did pretty well for themselves. Well, in for the cover here was Mackie. Nitro's still a bit too fresh over. So I do wonder with their live events in April, the next focus on Impulse agenda, are both these men looking to get back into the championship hunt? Mackie launched himself at Nitro. So obviously the stronger and the heavier of the two, and just flattens Mackie, squashing him down there. Isn't going to be enough to put him away. It certainly isn't. That's always the downside to every Mackie match. He gives up the size, gives up the weight. Then he's just pummeling him with those close fists.
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes.
Nitro grabbing hold of Mackie there. Suplexes him over. And see, foot straight in the cover. Nitro knows Mackie has been for so long. It's relatively easy to try and skip if you want to. So he knows what kind of stuff he can do. He knows not to take a light little calf kick, caught right in the chin. And you see Mackie going for it as well. I think maybe his playful streak was put to one side because he had the match going his way, but it's when he went for that body press and Nitro turned it around on him. Maybe Mackie realising that I should maybe be a bit more serious and concentrate a bit more. Casador again. Oh, Nitro tasted it once before, don't want to do it again, and flattens Mackie. He's going to win this contest. Wow, Mackie able to kick out, but getting by KJ Nitro. Figured he was going to get bulldogged and just face buster Mackie right at the canvas, and immediately went for the cover. Nitro has not come here to play around. Again, as I said, live events in April. We've got Remedy on April 17th in Edinburgh. What better platform to be getting a championship win than at Remedy? Will Nitro be aiming himself at the Showdown Championship, the Breakout Championship, Tag Team Championship? Anything is possible. The question has to be, considering that Mackie and Bryden had that Tag Team Championship match a couple of weeks ago. Luckily didn't get beaten. Nitro going for a cover yet again. Considering didn't get beaten, will they go after more tag team title opportunities, or is this match here Mackie saying I want to go for singles gold? To get ahead of steam. This took a bit too long. Allowed Mackie to recover and get those boots right in his face. And Nitro ran right at the turnbuckles. And Mackie got him this time to send off the top rope, but can't quite put him away. Lovely body press. Maybe that's all it took. That extra one level. Off the top rope, caught KG Nitro, nearly had him. And cracks his back, and you see the way Nitro's arching, that pain down his spine, his shoulder blades as well. Because you can get a sore back, it's difficult to lift anything, even somebody as light as Mackie, who goes for the cover on KG Nitro again. But those couple of seconds that Mackie took to crawl across to pull Nitro from the ropes maybe cost him that victory there. Mackie comes from the rope. Oh, went for a swinging DDT, but Nitro's repositions and slams him down. What a great move by KG Nitro. And again, in number 2. Now, often a lot of times people use that Falcon Arrow move. They just grab the leg from where they're sitting, but Nitro repositioned himself, and again, maybe that cost him. We'll never know. But Mackie not easy to keep down as TGH and Krieger note the cost. Mackie uses a trap in the corner. Where are we going to go for next? Increase a bit of space, comes charging in. Oh, and caught Mackie this time. Couldn't get the feet up. And Mackie's felled like a tree. And Nitro just lies the weight across him, but still can't put him down.
10 minutes gone, 10 minutes.
Mackie takes an uppercut, falls back into the corner. And Nitro was a strong showing. He was really annoyed he didn't get to be part of that Breakout Championship tournament. Oh, Mackie just goads him in. Using that unique offense of his. Catches the foot, that was clever. Mackie's flailing away and KG Nitro's trapped in those ropes. Now he's hanging. And nobody flies through there like the very good Mr. Yuji Mackie. What can he go for? And stomps KG Nitro. But unfortunately, hits the stomp, rolls away, and is now the opposite side of the ring. Mackie's taking a bit of beating in this match, so is Nitro, being double stomped in those lungs. Mackie's got powerful legs. You can tell the way he springs to the top, the way he runs around. So if he drives him into it, that's going to knock all the air out of Nitro's lungs. This won't help either. And now it's Nitro starting to be felled. You see Mackie straight for the cover, got the leg hooked as well. But KG Nitro, I see he wants to get back in the championship hunt. He was so annoyed that Craig Stevens attacked him. So annoyed that he got pulled from the Breakout Championship tournament. Feels that he would have beaten Roderick Jones in the finals. He would have won the match and the tournament as well, but it was not to be, of course. Maybe he'll face Jones at some point in the future, who can say. Top rope. There's many moves he can land here. Oh, and he lands rear quarters first. And that can be pleasant. And Nitro drives him down. And immediately folds back, hooks a leg. And wow, how on earth did Mackie get out of that? KG Nitro hit with the air raid crash. And down he went. Go for another cover, but not put as much effort into that one. And now Nitro getting frustrated. It's one of the things you learn in wrestling, I think, is time goes on, you learn to manage your frustrations better. Because when you're young, you're just starting out, when you hit a surefire move that's going to beat your opponent and it doesn't work, you can get annoyed, you can get frustrated. But it's overcoming that, it's managing yourself mentally, is half the battle. Mackie gets the breakfast launcher. He's taking a bit of a beating in this contest. Oh, hold on, Mackie. Wow, recovered really nicely, lands a splash. just gets him a 2. That's a testament to how much damage he's taken when he was driven at the canvas of that air raid crash. Mackie's foot slipping just marginally, but he recovered. Again, you can't keep Mackie down. He recovers well, and like I say, that's why he held Raging Craig at that time limit draw for the tag championship. Good friend at the top rope. He's had some good offense at the top gear in this match. What will land this time? And hits the leg drop. And covers Cage Nitro. There's going to be enough to put him away this time. Yes, it is. The very good Mr. Euan G. Mackie defeats Cage Nitro.
Your winner, Euan G. Mackie.
A great victory for Mackie here this week on Wrestling Showdown.
An impressive victory for the very good Mr. Euan G. Mackie. Cage Nitro certainly proving he is no slouch. I don't think we'll be hearing more from him in the future as well. As I've already mentioned, live events just passed. We've got more on the horizon, in particular the month of April. As I'm sure you may know by now, on the 4th and 5th of April, we'll be hitting up Dunfermline and Gala Shields respectively. We follow that up on the 17th, 18th and 19th of April. The 17th is Edinburgh for our annual Remedy event. Then it's Grangeworth and it's back down south for Stockton-on-Tees. As I told you just last week, on June 28th we've rescheduled Linlithgow. There'll be more events that weekend as well. More events forthcoming throughout the year for W3L, including some big things happening. I told you we're travelling to new places, we're doing some different things, and you don't want to miss any of this. So subscribe to this channel if you haven't and you won't miss a moment of it. Thanks again to Crafty Connoisseur for sponsoring all of these events. Get in touch until we said hello. And of course, live events on the horizon. If you want to get tickets for them and you want to keep up to date with all things W3L, the best place to go is our website, w3lwrestling.com. You can get tickets from there and you can send them to the mailing list, where you'll get an email sent out periodically telling you what's happening in and around W3L. Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us over on Instagram, and as I said before already, subscribe to this channel. Keep in touch with us via all of our social media platforms and you'll know all the news when it occurs, and you won't be left out in the cold. You'll know where we're going, when we're going there, what's going to be happening and the rest of it. Use the hashtag up there, W3L Wrestling Showdown, to tell us what you want to see. What do you enjoy about the stuff you saw this weekend? Who do you think you should be seeing in April? What should happen at Remedy? Get in touch, let us know what you think. And then of course join me back here in 7 days time. I'll have more news from here in the Worldwide Wrestling League. I'll bring you another amazing match and so much more besides right here on Wrestling Showdown.